Good morning, all. Today is May 4th. May the 4th be with you. I just had to do that, which was the stupidest thing. But anyway, for all my Star Trekky friends, that is the best thing ever. But today's May 4th. Welcome to my channel. This is primarily about this video is about cross stitch. I do my quilt tube as well. That'll be postponed for a little bit longer. But if you hear any noise, my husband's cleaning the house because tomorrow technically is the last day that we will be living in our residence, and it's storming outside, so I don't know what we're gonna get in this video. I don't think it's gonna be a particularly long video, but oh, and the cat's screaming too. She really is not having this whole moving thing. You would figure as many times as she's moved that she would be good with it, but she's not. So anyway, my name is Carrie. I am known as the Patient Stitcher on here on YouTube and over on Instagram. Thank you for all my new subscribers. Not as many as I did have last month. I think my quilt tube video really was like opened up a lot of avenues, which was kind of cool. So yeah, welcome to my old friends. Or friends, because I love you all that come every time I post a video. Thank you so much. I love you. A couple of them I'm actually doing, a couple of those friends I'm doing some stitch alongs with. So welcome. Like I said, I only have a few projects that I've worked on, mainly because I've been packing up. We've been moving this past month. I might as well just get all the knit and grit out of the way, right? This past month, we have been struggling to try to figure out things. My husband got a job, so we're trying to find a place to live that's big enough for all of our family that's going to be moving in with us. And we're currently living in a 2-bedroom place, but we need to have 4 because we do have 2 daughters coming home with us. So we need to have space and a grandbaby. So, I mean, we got a lot happening. So between we're just quadrupling our numbers, and it's going to be a little bit different from here on out. So school went amazing. I don't remember if I told everybody, but I was a little surprised last semester that I hit honor roll, so I was pretty stoked about that, especially with the struggle that I had with a class that gave me a headache, migraines, and I cried more than I've ever probably cried in my entire life. So... But this semester I did the same thing, and I was pretty proud of that, so I'm taking a month off from school, 2 months off from school. I actually don't go back until July, which will be nice, and we move into our new home, and I guess I just should pop the top on that one. We are moving back to Pennsylvania. We will be moving to Hanover, which is south of where we used to live, and my husband came home from his trip in Michigan he was in heavy machinery school, and he went to go visit his dad, and I went to work one day, and I came home and told him we're moving back to PA. Not my favorite place to live, but I have some cool things to tell you about since we went up there, but we did a lot this month already. So we went to visit PA, we went to go visit the area we were going to go live in, and I went to a stitchy store. It was so exciting. I can tell you a little bit more about that in my haul video, or in my haul part of it, because that's where I got my stuff. And I've ordered some at 1-2-3 Stitch. And yes, I'm sitting on this side, which doesn't like me, so I'm trying to stay like, so this doesn't kill me. Anyway, so we're moving back to PA. His family will never ask for help to save their life. So we're not moving really close to his family, but we're moving close enough to where if they need anything, we can just jump in the car and go. Here, it's 9 hours. Michigan would have been 12, 13 hours. So honestly, this was the wisest choice and the best choice. So until God, life, whatever tells us we have to change paths, this is where we're going to go. So yeah, anyway, with that being said, now that you know, I think I pretty much told you everything. You're going to see a lot of new videos. You're going to see Aviana. I'm sure, because she will be a leech for the most part. She has been with Mom for the longest time and hasn't been with Mimi and Papa, so I guarantee you if I do a video like this, she's probably going to be like right here the whole time. She absolutely enjoyed it when she was little, so I can't even imagine. And she's grown up so much. So the people that saw her in the beginning, you're going to see she's grown immensely. So with that being said, let's get on to what I've worked on. So one item that you guys didn't see, because I actually started working on it in my last video, because I think I started on the first, was in a bag that I made, by the way. If you weren't here, this is my favorite. I loved this Christmas fabric so much. I enjoyed it. I actually made a couple bags with this. Sorry. But I worked on, trying to get it out of here without showing the pattern to it at the same time. I worked on Christmas Journey. This wasn't totally close to being finished, but I worked on it a little bit, quite a lot actually in the beginning. Hasn't been picked up in at least 3 weeks. So this is, I can show you where I was at before. And there it goes, that lighting. But I had to do it. I had to sit on the side because the other side looks, it's echoing in here because we've just taken so much stuff out. And here we are now. Look at that. Isn't it beautiful? So what I did work on was this area. I had to refill this whole entire area in right here. I've also backstitched the church and the little houses that were right here. I did a little bit on the handle. I actually filled in the handle part right here. You can barely see. Also finished, I gotta try, I did all the snow down here too because it's white. You can barely see it on this fabric, which is fine. And then I worked on some, not all, the one-on-one stitching on his face. So I have to finish his face. There you can see the openings. So there's like here and here. Not much. I did some of it. I just didn't finish all of it. However, I did finish the hands. The two little hands. I did finish all those stitches. And, well, no, I see a few stitches right there that I missed. See them? So, hoping to pull this out this month. And make this a final finish. This needs to be a finish. I might even wait until July. That would be fitting to do Christmas in July. So we'll see. I might wait. I don't know. We have a lot happening over this next month. I mean, a lot. So I'm not 100% sure what is going to happen. We got to get organized. We got to unpack everything. We literally have an extremely busy schedule this week coming up. And then the next one that comes up every month is my trick or treat HAED. I can show you what it's supposed to look like. And I can show you what she looked like before. And this, it was what she looks like now with almost 400 stitches off. She almost had 10,000 stitches in her this month. I did kind of work on this one a lot. It was my stress reliever. I had it folded in half. I'm sorry. And this is where she's at now. So, what I did do is I finished off this area right here. And I was all the way up here. Man, she made some progress. So I finished the witch. I finished this thing. I finished the moon. I got some trees done. I've added some bats. Yeah. And I'm even down here above the rail. The rail stops like right here, and then this will start up. I'm super stoked about this piece. I mean, everybody who's been on the channel knows that this is pretty amazing. So my plan is I would love to finish this section. This has about, I'm calculating right now, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this has close to 3,600 stitches still, and that's not including this. So this has about 3,600 stitches. It's going to get done this month, and then we're going to move over here. And this is, I don't want to say only. I say that all the time. Only is a figment of your imagination in cross-stitching world. So I don't know, whatever. Only, if I only counted in horseshoes and hand grenades, that's what I say. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 800 per row. So I don't think I will work on this or finish this whole row over here, because this is going down to here, which is probably about 15 or 20 rows. So that's quite a lot. However, to be fair, it's a lot of blues, but it is a lot of this. This right here is, you say, oh, it's a little, well, I don't say you say, you all know. Oh, it's a little itty bitty block. This is not a little itty bitty block. This little itty bitty, like right here, has probably got 10 colors in it. So when you've got a whole bunch of itty bitty little fall colors, it tends to take a little bit longer. But I'm not 100% sure. We'll see. There is some very large branches in this one, so I'm not sure how it's gonna go. But you know what? It's all good. When and if I can finish all of this, this is where we're going to start out at. We're going to plop all the way over to the other side. I've already worked on one. Right here is the end of this page break. So that'll be very cool. And we're going to do the same thing we were already doing on the other side. We're just going to roll over. So it is pretty cool. And I have been working down this color right here, $8.99. I did $8.99 when I first started this pattern. And I did it, I had the greatest idea that I was going to do this one color at a time. And I did the one color at a time all the way down. And then I got bored with it and did this. Needless to say, it doesn't matter. I did one color, but holy cow, it is really hard to keep track of. And that's when I did a paper pattern, not my pattern keeper. Interesting fact that I just realized. So I started this like probably 2017. And what you probably don't know is I was on a goat hunt when I started this with my husband. I brought that big project with me to a goat hunt in the middle of nowhere in Alaska. And what I realized the other day is this needle, itty bitty needle, which is severely warped, has been with this project, and it's tarnished everything. There you go. Most of you see it. There, it's warped like no other. Has been with this project since it started. As badly as I want to trade out a needle, I'm not doing it. I might put another needle in here, but I can't. This little needle has been with this project since the beginning. So I think that's a feat in itself. Any cross stitcher knows that if you haven't lost a needle at least once in a project, then, but that needle's been there since the beginning. I don't know how it's happened, because it's been there for like 5 years. So with that being said, yeah, that's the only 2 projects that got any love. There is a project over there that's being worked on right now because I didn't do this video yet, and I didn't want to work on my trick-or-treat HAED until you saw what progress was really made last month, which was really cool. So I guess we're going to go on to haul. I did have a new start. I've been working, Tigra, she can't hear me, so I don't know why I'm talking. She has been in a turmoil. She does not like moving, and she's letting everybody know about it. So, I have been doing, or I am doing a stitch along with Elle, the Keystone Stitcher. We're doing Owl of the Forest, Owl of the Night, Eyes of the Forest, thank you. I can't put a photo of it here. I thought it would be fitting because we were supposed to start on a Monday. Well, my husband decided that he was going to make me go with him to PA. It worked out wonderful. It did do good. I went to a stitchy store, which you'll hear about in a second. It was good. It was a very good visit. It was very good. We went up and saw the areas that he went for 2 job interviews. He didn't take either one of them. But he did end up getting a job, so that was wonderful. But we looked at areas to go live in and stuff like that, so that was good. While I was up there, I got a little frustrated because I wanted to start what I thought would be really neat is I would start this project with Elle in the same state she lives in. How fitting was that? And I did start it. But something happened after I got back, and I talked with Elle about it. So I'm starting a little bit later. So let's go over my start. And this is my measly little start that I did. And you can't even tell which way is up or down. It's horrible. And this kind of falls into haul at the same time. So here's my start. Well, this fabric's coming out like purple, and it's not. It's blue. It's like a big, this is very blue. Here we go. This is my measly little start. Still beautiful. Still wonderful. I purchased this fabric from 123 Stitch. This is, I'll have to put it below because I put it with the pattern. I thought this would be really wonderful because I was thinking about like the darkness and the night sky and how blue this would be great for the background. However, I ordered a fabric from Be Stitch Me. So this is fabric from Be Stitch Me. And I'm in love. And I opened it once already to show Elle, but I'm in love. This is called Enchanted Forest. And check her out. Like, look. So I am going to restart her on this fabric. It's got greens. There you go. Look at that. I just absolutely love this fabric. I don't know why, but I think this fabric is a better fabric than the fabric that I got from 123 Stitch. So it's getting restarted. Elle is bounds and leaps ahead of me, but that's okay. I have like probably about a month off while I'm getting settled in. So maybe, just maybe, I actually have 2 months off if I don't count going back to school at the same time. So that was an order from Be Stitch Me. Thank you. It's gorgeous. It will be so beautiful for this project. I'm loving it. What I also ordered, I'm going to pull this out of here, from 123 Stitch was new needles. I ordered some needles. Oh, that was really dark. Sorry, guys. I ordered some new needles. And I also ordered these. I don't always count my, especially with some of these projects that I'm starting, I don't count. So I'm going to try to use these as measurements to count. And then because I think we all know that we're all really good at math, but for some reason counting to 10 is very difficult. At least for me it is. All right, so more haul. I went to Pennsylvania. Not a newsflash. I went to Pennsylvania, and of course one of the first things I did was like, oh honey, can we look for the hotel we stayed at? I was like, we're gonna look. I looked instantly, and believe it or not, there was a cross-stitch store only 4 miles away from our hotel. It was closed the day we went there, but he went to his interview, and I asked him, I was like, please, can we go? Can we go? Can we go? Can we? Nicest, sweetest, oh my gosh, ladies of my life. They are wonderful. I already forgot the owner's name. Go imagine that, but I will send it to you. But they're in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. It's called Stitches Unlimited. And I know that you guys I've been telling you guys that I needed squash from Weeks Dye Works. It's not even, it's way more yellow than that. There we go. It's dark. But I have this with my peppermint mill stitches that I knew I was going to need some of it. So they had it. And they have an amazing, amazing floss section. I also purchased the Plum Street sampler. It's got the cardinals on it. I love cardinals. So, I don't know when I'll do it, but I had to get it. Let's see. It also calls for Weeks Dye Works and some DMC. It's like a mix between the two. So we'll see what comes up. I'm not sure yet, but I really think it's beautiful. It's gorgeous. And I also picked up, I gotta get that back. I picked up this from Chubby Bee. Isn't he the cutest? He's so adorable. Don't know what I'm gonna do with it as of yet, but this was actually in the Needleworks market. So I thought it was really super cute. The Cardinals was not, but I know this was in their, they went to market, so they had a bunch of things. But this is Autumn is as Joyful. It's Lila's Studio. I do not have autumn things, but I know a lot of people do these patterns, and I thought how neat. It's got a horse and buggy. It's got pumpkins. It's got autumn is as joyful and sweet as an untimely end. But it's got my chipmunks and squirrel. It's got, oh goodness gracious, what else got in here? Deer, quail. It's even got the alphabet, and you know what's interesting? I don't mind it. For me to say that, I'm not normally I am not normally like a sampler type of person, but it's got, I don't think it spells autumn, A-U-T, I guess, and then probably fall. I see the F, the L, not 100% sure. But I could see where, but it has a bunch of different ones. It's even got a moth in there. Very cool. So I would love to start this year, but we all know, my husband will agree, I have more projects than I can shake a stick at. So he's shaking his head at me. Like he's listening to me and he's like, yes. And quilt patterns too, which is probably something I need to work on. But anyway, we're not going to go there because there's always room to start a new project. As he stares at me. So this was it. I've said like 8,000 times, sorry. The next video will be in a new place, new environment, probably lots of new noises since we're going to have so many more animals living with us and children. I don't even know what the schedule is going to be like. I don't know. Yeah, it's going to be a lot. I'm still hoping to get a lot done. You know me, lofty goals. I have not been able to keep up with WIP Go. I've been packing. I literally just stopped working last week. Yeah, we've been packing. I'm trying to think of all the things. We've been packing and cleaning. And the house is pretty much clean. Our U-Haul comes tomorrow. And we load up and we leave. So this literally will be the last video from Tennessee. You'll see me hopefully in a couple of weeks from Pennsylvania. And probably with a grandbaby in my lap. So I hope you guys have an amazing, oh, yes, it's Mania. I wish I was joining you. But that means I might have to start something. So probably a good reason for me to not be a Mania. But November is my birthday month, so it's almost as dangerous as Mania. So, yeah, we'll talk about that then. So I hope you guys have an amazing, stitchy couple weeks. And I will be back, I promise. Happy stitching.